Scent bird, I smell good, bish. And if you want to smell good like me, you'll click down below in the description box and get 15% off of your first month subscription service to Scentbird, which is a monthly subscription service that sends you perfumes, candles, hand lotions, and makeup. So you guys get down below, check out their website, and sign up. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Greenleaf review and After American Horror Story with all of its sationics. I am here for it. Yes, I am making up words, bitches. Let's get into Greenleaf. Hallelujah. So Lady Mae sent a dramatic ass email to everyone letting them know that the divorce is final and all the kids are at their, respective homes with their kids, with their spouses, just tears rolling down the cheeks because this is the end of an era. Okay, Bishop and Lady Mae are no more. And y'all, I am sad about this. I am so sad about this. I really felt like they could have worked it out. Carissa is getting calls all morning about Tasha Skanks quitting Triumph. And you know how everybody got to let her know that they feel like the church is not going to survive without Tasha Skanks. Like, fuck out of here, okay? Tasha Skanks ain't going to survive without Triumph, okay? All right, whatever. Carissa is moving on in, okay? Moving into that office and making her presence known. She is taking over, all right? And, as far as the church is concerned, I'm here for that because when Carissa came in, Carissa, definitely brought attention to shit that Jacob was not noticing at all. So I'm here for it. But at the same time, Carissa can be a very demeaning and disrespectful ass woman. I don't care that her husband is a cheater. There's some shit that you just don't keep saying to a man if you expect him to continue trying to be good to you. At the end of the day, it was a kiss. It was a mistake. It was a mistake, but he ain't fuck her. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt. I felt like Carissa was doing the most, but we'll get into it. So Cora Lee, y'all know that's the lady that's on, about to be on trial for murdering her husband, and she said he was abusive. And now Grace and Rochelle are working on her case. So Cora Lee shows up and wants to take the deal that was offered to her, which is 20 years, because Grace being attached to the case is, might not necessarily be the best thing. The DA then already came and threatened her and told her that if she didn't drop this case, that he would bring up her situation. So I guess Cora Lee must have got wind of that, and now she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she knows that she needs to be around for her kids, and she feels like maybe the 20 years is her best bet. And Grace is trying to convince her that that is not her best option. They have hired this fantastic lawyer for her. If she would just meet with the lawyer, she can find that out. But she ain't trying to meet with the lawyer. She is feeling how she's feeling about this situation, and that's that her best bet to be there for her children at one point or another will be to do the 20 years. But then Rochelle pipes up. And Rochelle says that she spent most of her childhood in the foster care system. She and her sister, and it was a terrible situation, and she should not put her children through that if she has another option, and she needs to take the other option. Grace has a great lawyer on hand for her. Just meet with them, take the meeting, and, decide from there. Well, I don't know what the fuck, I guess because, she told her that story about her being a foster kid. But essentially, she said the exact same thing as Grace, but Rochelle's words turned the key and did the trick. So now Cora Lee is going to meet with the lawyer so she can see what she wants to do. Once again, this makes Grace feel inadequate, but at the same time, it makes Grace feel like, okay, she was in a system. That means I can find out who this woman truly is. So she called Darius. I think that's her boyfriend name, y'all. I be forgetting what the little boyfriend name. He don't be on the show enough. If you don't be on the show enough and you just a supporting character, I forget your name, okay? But Rick Fox, that's his real name, Rick Fox. Grace calls Rick Fox and tells him to look into, and of course he obliges. So Lady Mae and Maxine are walking through the church all excited. Yes, Jesus. A change is coming. A change is coming. And Bishop greets Maxine and she asks if he's ready for Mae's event. And he's like, well, I don't know how I could be ready for such an event. Maxine says, well, first you can start with a sackcloth and ashes. After that, maybe some palms. And I'm like, I don't know what none of these church jokes mean. All I know is Bishop asks, so who's the donkey? You or her? She says, well, neither, but you're the ass. I was like, oh, Lord, we in church. We in church, Miss Maxine. We in church. But I love the shade. Bishop, you be trying it. So Bishop runs into Rochelle after that, and she asks, are the rumors true, Bishop? And he says, well, which ones? There's so many rumors. And she says, the one that you and Lady May have finally divorced. And he said, yeah, well, the rumors are true. Lady May and I are no longer married legally. Sorry, y'all. Rochelle says, well, maybe you can join me in some day drinking later on so we can celebrate or console. And I'm like, She about to sink her little vampire teeth all into your neck, Bishop. Arr! So Coralie meets with the lawyer who believes that he is going to win this case. He said that he would not have taken the case if he felt that he could not win it, all right? And this, along with Rochelle's head nod, makes Coralie make the decision that she is going to go to trial. She is not going to take that deal. She's going to try to fight this and make a message, be a hero out there for other women that have been through something similar. So Carissa is walking around Triumph with her head held high, baby. I am the first lady. And she introduces herself to the new accountant. He found the external account that Jacob transferred funds into. This was that paperwork that Rochelle wanted Tasha to get Jacob to sign, and we weren't clear exactly if he had signed it or not, but it seems as if he signed it, all right? And they don't know about the account. They don't know what it's for. They don't know where the money is going. So, of course, we got to find out. We got to call Tasha. But Tasha is at home getting fucked up, getting drunk, all upset and shit because of the situation, because of her life right now. She can't have Jacob. Basie might be dead. Child, she don't know what's going on. All she knows is that her life is in turmoil, Tasha Skanks. Rochelle comes knocking at Tasha Skanks' door. And she wants to know why she's not at Triumph. And Tasha said because she quit, okay? She quit because she could no longer be there doing what they wanted her to do, all right? She got them to sign the papers. The account has been opened. They transferred the funds. She did her part. She's done now, okay? Jacob is an innocent man. He is a good man, Savannah girl, okay? That's what I felt when she said it, okay? I felt real waiting to exhale. Savannah, he's a good man, okay? And Rochelle was like, so what, you got some little sweet feelings deep down in your soul for this nigga or something like that? This ain't what we about to do, okay? Are you forgetting about my brother Basie? And Tasha said, if I was with a man like Jacob, then I wouldn't have got caught up in all of this mess, fooling around with your good-for-nothing brother, okay? Who knows where he is? He's not here, okay? She is upset, okay? She is highly upset, and she tell Rochelle to get the hell up out of her apartment, okay? Get the hell up out my apartment, stank. Tasha threatens to call the police on Rochelle if she comes back to her place. And I'm like, that girl is not gonna listen to you. So then Carissa calls Tasha so she can ask her for herself what is going on with this account transfer. And she admits in a drunken haze that it was just a kiss. Don't hate her. It was just a kiss. And Carissa is like, oh, really? So they hang the phone up and she goes in to Jacob's office and lets in on him. You weak ass man. See, this, you are the reason. You are the reason for everything. You are the reason why Zora is gone. You are trying to ruin me, to ruin our kids because he can't keep his dick in his pants, okay? He's a twig of a man. If he was a real man, none of this would be happening. Y'all, she degrades this man to no end. Okay, and he just got to sit there and take it. Even though all he did was kiss her, he got to sit there and take it because he had his past of doing shit he ain't supposed to be doing, okay? Now, I just still feel like Carissa is somebody that she just needs to be lucky that Jacob is not the type of man that will backhand slap the shit out of her, because some of the shit she say with the venom in her voice, okay, that shit be so slick on her tongue. Ooh, when she told that man that it was his fault with Zora, that is not nobody's fault. Zora wants to be a badass, okay? Zora wants to be out here in these streets. She's a PK, okay? It happens, all right? If you want to blame anybody, blame the fact that y'all are a family full of preachers and PKs be out of control most of the time. I know a lot of PKs out of control, at least for a small moment in their life, okay? They got to reject it because that's all they know. They got to reject it, then get away from it, then find it again. So while they arguing, the accountant comes in and says the $200,000 was deposited into other accounts, but then it was taken out of those accounts, and he don't know where the money went. And I'm just like, oh, well, I guess y'all missing some money. When she told Jacob that he was sick and he needed help and had him up all night calling that girl's phone, I was just like, he's sick? He's sick because he kissed her? Oh, Carissa. Oh, Carissa. When is somebody going to make you moist down there? Because Lord knows you looking like a dry well. A dry well. All right, moving on. So, y'all, Isaiah and Zora. Y'all, Isaiah does a little radio interview, and Zora is sitting in the background like an assistant holding his jacket. I'm like, really? Some little girls call the radio station being all flirtatious. One of them even asked if Zora is his girlfriend because they saw the live in front of her people's house and all of that. And he was like, everything's everything. We good. Not really saying that he got a girlfriend. So she peeped this and she feeling some type of way. But then she gets a thing on her phone telling her that Spellman emailed her. He gets upset, and when they leave and snatches his jacket from her and tells her that she making a lot of mistakes lately. And I'm just like, this little girl is so stupid, because I would have whooped this little nigga's ass, okay? Like, he ain't big enough to be punking me. We be two fighting motherfuckers in there. Okay, but that's why the Lord send the right people to the right people, because if I would have got somebody, I've told so many of my friends when they told me about dudes when they be like this, or even when they be similar to this, and I would have went there because I would have stabbed you. There's no way I'm gonna. Who the fuck are you talking to, nigga? Who are you talking? You are not talking to me. Y'all, I could not take it. But Zora looks like a damn fool, running away from the safety and the riches of her family to be running behind this little annoying ass boy. Okay, if anybody is a twig, he's the twig. Okay, when they get back to his apartment, did y'all peep that he had like so many like pictures of himself, kind of like the Andy Warhol vibe, buku pictures of himself all on the walls? I'm like, oh, you full of yourself to say the least, ain't you? Like, goddamn, I would never put a picture, that many pictures, that big of me in my house. I just wouldn't. Like, that just kind of seems like you hella full of yourself if you need that many big ass pictures of yourself. Like, I'm just saying, y'all. And just you by yourself. Nobody else in the picture with you. No, okay? That seems like a lot. Unless you Diddy or some fucking body, I don't understand, okay? But I guess Isaiah sees himself as, a celebrity. He's a gospel artist, got these little girls running behind him, but wants to sit up here and abuse little girls. Child, I can't. So she tells him that Spellman emailed her. And he says, well, too bad that you ain't got time for that. And she like, what you mean? Why I can't go to school and be with you? Because I need you with me. I need you with me. She like, well, if you need me with you, then you need to let everybody know that we together. And he says, I'll let everybody know we together when you deserve to be with me. And when he said that shit, I'm like, oh, I can't believe she taking this. I can't believe you taking this. Little girl come from a family of the Greenleafs. Okay, Calvary is your family. And you gonna let this little nigga make you feel like you don't deserve his terrible ass, okay? Little dick looking at anyway, so look, he falls asleep that night and she opens up the email and sees that she got accepted into Spellman, and she kind of smiles. And I'm like, so what you gonna do? You gonna run away from him and do what? What you gonna do, bitch? Hopefully, eventually, she will get tired of this abuse. But we shall see. Because you know how it is. Once you done ran away to be with these niggas, you never know, okay? You tell them you leaving and you end up dead, girl. You end up on the episode of For My Man or Fatal Attraction or one of them crazy-ass stories. So, y'all, Charity meets with Michael, Maxine's music director, so they can get everything in order for May's and Maxine's event. First of all, he asked if they could pray before they even start. So they had them a nice little good meeting, had them a good time. And after, he asked her out for dinner that night. And she says, I have to get home to my son. And he says, well, I didn't realize you were married. And she said, well, that's cute that you think those two things go together. And I'm like, yeah, it's 2018, son. Like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't mean that. She explains that she, is divorced and that her husband, she found out he was gay. And he made this comment about how deceptive how deceptive Kevin must be, and that he'll pray for him, because prayer works for the deceptors or some shit like that. But it was a comment that made me feel some type of way and made Charity feel some type of way. So Charity gets home that night, and he calls her on the phone and asks her if they can go out another day. And she says, I would really like that, but you made a comment today regarding my ex-husband, and it just didn't sit well with me. And she kind of, went into, what she meant by that. And he was like, well, why are you making excuses for him after everything he put you through? And she was like, look, I might be looking for somebody, but you ain't it. And I was so happy because I was like, that means that she values Kevin so much as the father of her child that she refuses to get into a relationship with somebody that's going to start off disrespecting his lifestyle. And I am so here for that because that's what they need in their life. They do not need for her to be with some man who she's all attracted to and in love with, but who also has no respect for the family that she already has. Like, that's an issue. You're going to need somebody that's going to be able to come in and deal with that issue without, waving their dick around, like it's Christ sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost and they know all. Because that was what he was doing, if you ask me. I don't know how else to put it. But it was like, oh, I'm a man of God, so my dick must be, filled with Christ's sanctified Holy Ghost spirit and all of this shit. Like, it just kind of felt like he was using his ego as a way to make Kevin look like, some deceptive deceptor and all of this shit. And it's just like, man, look, everybody lie, everybody got issues, everybody is a sinner. So for you to impress that presence upon her in that way, no, thank you. Thank you, Charity. We appreciate you this episode, girl. We do. So Maxine and May talk about this event, and Maxine tries to convince her that Grace needs to speak at the event. But y'all know she don't never want Grace involved in anything that she got going on. And y'all, this episode, we found out why. Maxine kept asking throughout the whole episode. She asked May about it. She asked Grace about it, and nobody wants to tell her what the issue is. So she offers a donation to Grace's legal fund to help out, and she still won't tell her. She says, look, I don't know what's going on with you and your mama, but y'all need to fix this, okay? So then right after that conversation, Darius, and I think that's his name, y'all, Grace's boyfriend, the reporter, calls her and lets her know that he got a hit out on Rochelle. So they go to the lady's house where she was a foster kid, and the lady says, yeah, Rochelle and Tara, and she says that Rochelle's original last name was James, Rochelle James. And it seems that immediately Grace might have figured out that this is Daryl James' daughter, a.k.a. Skank's sister, Skank Sam's sister. And y'all, everything is coming to our head this episode. Let's get more into it. So meanwhile, Rochelle and Bishop are having drinks, and she offers to help him find a place, and he tells her, I really would love that. Yes, I would. And then they stand real close to one another, and she puts her arm over his shoulder in a real young lady with an old school mindset type of way. And it's real cute, but the fact that he ain't picking up off her venom, I'm like, where's your intuition as a pastor, Bishop? Where is it? Child, apparently they got a future. Go to bed. Y'all also are making some go to bed t-shirts that you could purchase. And I don't know where it is. It might be on this video. I'm going to have to figure out how to get it on the videos, but it's on YouTube. I'm going to figure it out and it'll be on one of these videos. Anyway, y'all, so May and Maxine are singing in her office. And, she tells her she's a triple threat. She could sing, she could preach, and she's good looking. And then once again, she's asking her about Grace. And she tells her she is missing out on a great opportunity by not allowing Grace to preach. But she asks her, what is the problem with you and your daughter? What is this? So Lady May runs out of the office after Maxine asked her about what was going on between her and Grace. And guess who she runs to? She runs to Lionel. Throughout the episode, we saw that Corinne came in and said that Lionel called her, and she said, tell him I'll call him back. She showed up at his door, and she's like, what do you want, Lionel? And he says, I want to talk about my daughter. And I'm like, Grace is his daughter, bitch. We didn't know. Y'all, when I was watching it, I was like, Yo, they did that. They did that. I did not know. I was not guessing it. But yes, Lionel is Grace's daddy, which explains why Lady Mae resents her so much, because she's not Bishop's real daughter. And the fact that she let this divorce happen and held that guilt trip over that man's head when he think that's his daughter and that's not. Child. Y'all, Grace goes over to Bishop's to tell him that Rochelle is Darrell James' daughter. And he's like, look, I don't want to hear anything bad about Rochelle. And she says, you heard what I said, huh, Daddy? That is Skank's half-sister, Daddy. That is Darrell James' daughter, Daddy. And he just walks off and has this look of bewilderment on his face. Oh, the vagina got me again. And then we see Rochelle go knocking on Tasha's door, and guess who's with her? Basie Skanks. Oh, I heard that you being a bad girl, Tasha. I'm like, you better get the fuck out of here with that shit. Y'all left Tasha to fend for herself. Y'all know Tasha wasn't that strong. Anyway, y'all, that was Greenleaf. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I thought it was the best thing that came on Wednesday night. So I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I'll see y'all in the next one.